Terry burps louder than you. Oh.
Recording. All right, so this Zoom is about messaging, and then at the end, I'm going to talk about charting to Emerald. So feel free to stay on, but feel free if you're like, you don't want to be overwhelmed with that or whatever, don't feel bad like hopping off at that point. So first and foremost, I want to talk about messaging. I want to talk about pros and cons. I want to talk to you guys, people that are top enrollers. We can focus on customers, we can focus on distributors, we can touch on both. It's really whatever works for you guys. But I also don't want to be so closed on just messaging. If you guys have other questions that you want to touch on, please let's chat about it. So what I really want to talk about is what's working and not really what's not working. But I'm going to be honest, you guys, like my Facebook posts right now aren't being seen by the amount of people that I want it to be seen by because of Facebook algorithm. That's just how it works. Excuse me. So something that I need to be doing more is I've got to be doing, thank you. I've got to be doing more behind the scenes. Okay. So I've got to be doing more messaging. I've got to be doing more building relationships. I've got to be doing more reaching out to other people, building my network, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm still very consistent with my Facebook posts because I understand that when I'm following up with somebody or when I'm reaching out to somebody about whatever it may be, they're seeing my Facebook posts, okay? So I'm still engaging with people. I've got my hit list. I've, got stuff like that going on. But right now, what is working for me? What's working for me is that Fit 15 message that I'm sending people, okay? Now, when I put, guys, that picture I made and I shared with the team about like, buy this and this and you get this, 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 and this for free, I didn't get anybody off of that, okay? That right there encompasses my life lately. I make a really cool picture. It says the same exact thing that I've been sharing in private messages. I post it on Facebook. I get not one person off of it, okay? So I am private messaging people and I am chatting with them about that. Now, I also have my hundreds list and I've got so many people from the cleanse. Guys, I'm messaging those people and I'm going to say to them, hey, I know that you were interested in the cleanse. I have a special going on right now where you can get the cleanse and the shake for both $99, okay? And then you're going to get the greens on the go for, you buy the coffee, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Contact all the people that are interested in the coffee, okay? Message them and say, I've got a really great special going on right now. You buy the coffee, and then you can buy the shake with it. And then guess what? You're going to get the greens on the go for free. You're going to get the cleanse for free. And then I'm going to throw in 2 wraps. Let's get you started right now. So you can contact all your people that were interested in the coffee. You can contact all the people that were interested in the shake. And you can kind of change up the wording and make that work for you. Now, let's be honest. I have a bazillion people that want the cleanse. A bazillion people. So I'm going to reach out to those people because guess what? It's an excuse for me to reach out to them. So I'm going to message them and say, hey, I've got a special on the cleanse. Hit me up when you get a second. They're going to message me because they're interested in the cleanse and they heard the word special. So when they message me back, I'm going to say, right now we have a special going on where you can buy the coffee and you can buy the shake, and then you're going to get the cleanse for free. You're going to get the greens for free, and you're going to get 2 wraps for free. Okay, now anybody that's like, how is this happening? How are we giving away free product? Are we doing? Absolutely not. You're not giving away free product, anything of your own. All it is the Fit 15. That's all I'm explaining. That is it. I'm just rewording things. So for me, that is working for me right now. I'm pushing the Fit 5. When I talk to potential distributors, I am pushing the Fit 5. Getting started now, the stressing urgency of early days. I feel like everyone's doing that though. But I feel like for me, it is having a reason to message people. Okay, so this girl I just signed today, message her and say, I could have messaged her and said, hey, I know that you're interested in the products and I wanted to touch base with you on this, this, and this. But what would you think about making some extra money while also using the products? So I'm really weird about how I word it. I'm not like, would you like this business opportunity? Like, I don't know. I just feel weird doing that. I feel like it's a sales pitch. I don't want to be a sales pitch. So for me, I always say, I know that you love these products. So what would you think about using these products while making some money? I don't do sales. Awesome. Me neither. I'm a teacher. Okay. I have an answer for everything. Anytime somebody has a hesitation, I've got something to nip it immediately. So the more people you talk to, the more conversations you have, the easier they're going to be and the quicker you're going to be at responding to them. So as soon as someone is like, honestly, I'm just so busy. Well, if you're new in this business, you probably don't know how to respond to that right away. For me, I instantly say, awesome. The busier you are, the better. Okay. You got to have those conversations. The more conversations you have, Emma, you better tone it down.
You just tell that baby to tone it down.
She's like, Mama, give me that milk. So the more conversations you have with people, the easier it's going to be, and you're going to know exactly how to respond to them. Okay. All right. So I want to hear from people that are signing machines. Mackenzie, I'm going to call on you first because I want to hear what you're doing, what you're saying. One more thing I'm going to add real quick is voice message. I absolutely love voice message on Facebook. Guys, people hear your excitement. So I'm going to hand it over to Mackenzie and then we'll go from there. Hang on, you're muted. Hang on. Trying to unmute you.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, I think we were both doing it together. Okay, go ahead.
How are you?
Good, how are you, Rockstar?
Exhausted, but I'm good. Taught all day, went to CrossFit.
That a girl?
I actually, believe it or not, added in, what worked for me is I added in a lot of my, like connecting with a lot of people I signed in February was like a personal connection with them. So I barely did anything with my Facebook posts. I did everything through instant messaging.
Perfect.
A lot, the host to posts were a big thing for me. That's where I signed over half of my LCs for that month. I also, two of my distributors I signed, I actually had one-on-ones with them, where I met with them and kind of talked a little bit about it. I brought some things to show them. But I kind of gave them my background just about, and it's true, like for like the last 10 years of my life, I have studied probably everything nutrition, fitness related possible. And the other thing is true is I don't know if you guys realize, I didn't start marketing for when I signed with It Works right away. One, for a personal reason, but two, because I wanted to be able to say these products work, and then by using them myself, because then I could explain more of why they work and what I was doing. So I pretty much, I'd say about 80% of the LCs that I signed in February was through phone conversations, like actually. And so, hey, it'd be easier to explain this. Do you have a few minutes? What time works best for you? And most of the time and then they would give me a time and I would just make it work. Like if it meant me having to leave my room for a few minutes and my TA with my students, or like not taking a lunch break and just, going to a quiet space in my building, didn't really matter. But I had 5 to 10 minute phone conversations. I started off by just kind of talking with them about the reason, what they knew about our products, and really the reason, like when I was promoting the cleanse, what are you looking to benefit from this? Because from then I was able to talk about the cleanse, but then it created a conversation. Number one, I have 3 of my customers who have me also as their nutrition coach now. So now I'm coaching them through this and suggesting more and more products for them to use, which is leading them into now the Fit 15 or the Fit 30 for a lot of them. Following up with the customers, like Danielle, you were saying about the cleanse, or if I have a lot of people interested in the coffee, talking about the Fit 15. I have signed a few LCs from just that post you did the other day.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, it's just consistency. And like, today for me was a crap day. Out of all people, I had my cousin who, was just very like, nothing seemed to make her happy between like 30 messages. So then by the end of the day, she was signed for the Fit 15. By the end of the day, she found this, and this wrong. And she's like, I'm canceling. I'll pay the $50. Like, it just blew my mind, my own family. But you know what? Like, so yeah, it was not a wonderful day today, but like, I'm like, you know what? And that's the thing about this business. There are days when I'm like, oh, and then there are other days where I get like 5 or 6 random messages. And it kind of just starts like that, it's just kind of waking up with an attitude, like, kind of on to the next, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Don't let things bring you down kind of deal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of
awesome. Well, thank you. You have been blowing it out of the water. So thanks for sharing those tips. And if you guys don't know what Host to Post is, definitely look into it. Go to the team page, type in Host to Post, and you'll see all the tips and whatever on there. And then
this is from Host to Post, just from yesterday.
oh, I'm like, who is talking? I can't find
That is just from Host to Post yesterday, all my potentials and everybody. And let me tell you guys, if you did not watch Cammie Dempsey's Host to Post with the 3 on there, watch it, because I am doing that now. And Host to Post, even if I get a potential LC that says, I really can't afford it, well, guess what? You can host a post too. So now I've targeted their market as well. Some people I don't even know. Now I'm friends with theirs, and now my post is on their wall as well. So if they, if they give you that excuse, well, here's your chance to. And I don't give product to just everybody that posts. Mine is, if you do it, then you're entered in a drawing. So only giving one product away a month. But I'm letting anybody that wants to enter it, and they know they're being entered into a contest, that they're just not automatically getting free product.
Yeah, for sure. And I also did, oh, sorry, it was echoing. I did on my YouTube channel, I did a Host to Post video, but I tried to change the name to Host to Post and I can't. But it's titled My Phone is Blowing Up, which is annoying. I wish I could change it to Host to Post, but whatever. So
is this
definitely.
The video?
What?
Is this the video Kat was just talking about?
What does it say on top? I can't read it.
Tap into crazy referrals with this method.
No, I don't think that was it. I'll share it in the team page.
Thanks. Okay. I was going to say there was something else Mackenzie said that triggered something that I was going to share, but I don't remember. Anyways, I love the personal connection. I love getting people on the phone call and setting up times. Something that I have even done is if I set up a time with somebody, if I'm like, hey, let's chat tomorrow, what time works for you? Because guys, people are busy. We're not their priorities. People have families. Like, I've been running around with my head cut off like all day today. If somebody would have been like, hi, do you have a second to talk? I'd probably be like, oh, hell no. Like, I don't. So for me, when I say to them, hey, do you have time to chat tonight or tomorrow? If somebody wrote that to me, I'd be like, tomorrow morning is best for me. Okay. So that's how I present it to other people. And then in Facebook, you could set a plan. Okay. That's how you do it. Set a plan and you put a time, you can name it, whatever you want to do. And then tomorrow morning at like 11 o'clock in the morning, we're both notified of our plan that we have to meet. Okay. That's something that I've been doing and I absolutely love it. We get a reminder an hour before and I go and message them, hey, see you in an hour. So that's what's been working for me. Okay, so I'm going to call on Kate because Kate has been a signing machine these last couple of days. Are you up to 6 or 7? Like, what are you at?
Well, I signed 6.
Okay.
But I have like 4 or 5 that are in the works right now.
Okay. So Kate is new, guys. She signed up last month. So she is like running, like kicking butt. So tell us what you've been doing to sign these people and what tips you can share with others.
Well, I really just got most of them from Host to Post.
Okay.
I had my sister, who's a teacher. We have a completely different network of friends. I had her Host to Post for me on the cleanse. And so from there, I went and added all of those people to my network and messaged them and got most of them to sign on for the cleanse. But now I have a girl that, dare I say, could be a potential DT. She wants to know about all the other products because she was creeping on my Facebook page. So I'm hoping she turns into that. And then I had another girl who my best friend lives in Hawaii, and that's a market that I will never be able to touch. So I had her host a post, and we have about 4 or 5 people from there that want to, and another message for a potential distributor there as well.
Awesome. So Kate's trying to shift over. She's like really doing awesome with customers. She's really trying to shift it over to get distributors. Kate, you just gave me an idea when you said potential distributor. Guys, if I host a post, it's honestly, I think 10 out of 10 times. I might have done coffee a couple of times, but it's always the cleanse for me. I got amazing results with the cleanse, so I always share my picture with the cleanse. That's what works for me. But guys, just something to think about, Kate, too. Like when you're messaging these people about the cleanse, like, hey, are you interested? And then right when they're like ready to get started, throw one line at them and say this. I just want to throw this out there. If you're looking to make a couple extra $100 a month, you can sign up now. And we have a special where you actually get the cleanse for free with the kit. You know what I mean? So you've already got these people hooked on the cleanse, but you're really pushing for distributors right now. Why not get that 1 sentence plug-in? So what's it going to hurt? Most people, yeah, maybe they'll say, no, that's fine. But you know what? If your network, for me, it's like it's always teachers. Guys, come on. Teachers are always looking for a different way to make money, and they're super hard workers. So you're going to get people that are going to be like, why not? Just tell me a little bit more about it. Sure. They'll hear you out. And then even when they try that cleanse and they love it as a customer, then they're going to have in the back of their head, dang, I like these products and I could really make some money doing it. So even if they don't sign up then, they could be a potential distributor down the road even. So just something to think about when you're messaging people. But the common denominator here is host a post. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So Kate, anything else to share?
No, and actually I have to run.
No, you're good. You're good. It's recorded.
But my plan for these people is to follow up once they get it and try it, and then hopefully push for the distributor. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being on. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Does anybody have any tips on what is working for them other than host a post? Because we know that that's working. What are some things that are working for you guys? And feel free to be like, you know what? I've been busting my butt on this and it's not working and I don't know why. Like, we can talk about that too. So what are some thoughts?
Talking to people, not about my business.
Building
That's
relationships outside of the business.
Not talking about it at all, I feel like has always, through the slumps in the Facebook algorithm, is what will bring people to come to me. Even if, it's a hard month and it's not coming together, I just have to know that these relationships I'm forming, because what I had someone tell me a long time ago, and I kind of had to take a minute and reflect back, because I feel I have very high standards for myself. So if I feel like, if others think it's a good month for me, I might have felt like it was a slow month or it was a tough month. But I had someone talk to me not that long ago and say, I felt so comfortable reaching out to you talking about my weight loss goals. For a lot of people, it's extremely private. And the fact that we connected on a personal level is what allowed her to reach out. And she still, messages me about her goals and what she wants to try next and where she's at. And, even when she's having success, she's talking to me about her failures, but not wanting to quit the product. So for me, it's relationships completely outside of the business.
And the thing is, I love that, because the thing is too, with the Facebook algorithm, say Tanya messages some girl from high school to be like, hey, I hope you guys are doing well. I just saw that you went to Disney. Like, love the pictures of you and your family. Done. Move on. Right? Facebook says, you know what? Tanya and her have a personal connection because they sent private messages to each other. Okay. So now so-and-so is going to start seeing Tanya's stuff more, and Tanya's going to start seeing her stuff more. That's how it works. So don't be afraid to just, that's why guys, when someone has like a birthday, don't be afraid to send them a private message, you know? So
I quit doing that publicly, by the way. I don't even put it on their Facebook page. I send them, if I'm close with them, I send them a voice message. If I'm not, I send it. It's not just like, hey, happy birthday. It's like, I hope this year brings you blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, it's all in private message. I don't put it on their page anymore because I think if 300 people do it, what are the chances that, you know, they're really going to let it set?
Not to say that I totally use my kids, but let's be honest, like they're cute. So I might as well use them every now and again. But if it's like one of my really good friends and it's her birthday and I'm like, son of a nutcracker, like, come on, I will send them like a Snapchat video of Parker and I singing happy birthday. Something fun like that. Because you know what? You're going to get a response back. Okay, something like that. So try to be more personal. Try to have fun with it. Do a Snapchat video, whatever, you know, stuff like that. But keep in mind that when you are Facebook messaging somebody privately, that tells Facebook that you guys are friends. So they're going to let you guys see each other's stuff more often.
Well, I'm going to teach my dogs to sing happy birthday.
I'm
so
sure you could. Yeah. So any other things that you guys want to share about messages? Any other questions?
Hey, talking about that algorithm thing, like I found this extremely strange the other day. What are you laughing at?
Leslie raised her hand. She's like, she'll go after you. We'll take turns.
I'm sorry, Leslie.
No worries.
Sorry. Anyway, what I was going to say is I found this extremely strange. I threw up that post about, and I got it from Megan about having the low carb list. And most of the people that asked for that saw that post that said me, I don't even follow them on Facebook. I don't even follow them. Did you really just post, Tanya? I got me and some stupid in Tanya's.
Kat's like, she definitely posed.
What I'm thinking is, like, it is the craziest thing. Every time I clicked on one of those, I wasn't even following them, but yet they're following me. They have to be able to see this post. I mean, so I wouldn't followed all those people because now I know all those people are on a low carb lifestyle. So it goes hand in hand with our products. So that's all I want to say. Sorry, Leslie, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. Hold on. I'm writing something down. Sorry.
Oh, now.
Sorry.
No,
okay, so I just wanted to say one of the things that I noticed when I started messaging people and private messaging people, I like to send just random memes because I love just to say, how are you? I've been thinking about you. I hope you and your family are doing well. And that has started a lot of conversations. And then what I've noticed is when I start to do that, they start to like the stuff on my Facebook page and my posts. So I do a lot of just reaching out, I would say. Lots of pictures or lots of GIFs. I like the GIFs. So that's the other thing I just wanted to say.
Yeah, seriously, I'm that awkward, weird person that I'm like, guys, have you seen the one where it's Forrest Gump going, have you seen that one? And then it says, hey, I send that to people. I'm like, hi, like I'm still here. Like I'm that awkward person that just sends random gifts, whatever they're called, to people to let them know I'm still here. I'm going to keep annoying you. Because the thing is, a lot of people with me is they haven't told me no. They know they're on the dang fence. I know they're on the fence. So I just make a joke out of it. So I do want to share, Jenny said that those people that do like keep ignoring you guys, I'm telling you, I've signed distributors where I scroll back up and I'm like, I sent them like 8 messages and they never responded. And then they ended up signing up as a distributor. And what Jenny shared was saying things like when those people are ignoring you, whatever, well, they're really busy. Hey, I hope I haven't offended you. Is everything okay? Guys, when you say that to somebody, most oftentimes they write back right away to be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I've just been really busy. But guess what? Now you've got their attention. So don't be afraid to say that to people just to kind of get their attention back. Okay. Any other comments with messaging? I will say with text replacement, get comfortable with text replacement because that is my saving grace. People ask me what I say about prices. I type in my phone the words normally 72 and a whole thing pops up. And then I just go in and I change the words and I change the price. So it's already typed up. So that's what works for me when somebody asks me how much something is.
For Android people, I have been researching and I'm almost there with a different keyboard that does it. So I found where it'll do small words. It just won't do large words. So I'm still working on it. And I just ordered this for Samsung 9, so maybe it'll do it.
Oh my goodness, so excited.
Can you not just save it like in your notes section though?
You can, but you're still copying and pasting, so you're having to go out in one app, out another app, that kind of thing. And it helps, but it's not as fast as typing in a couple of letters.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I used to use the notes too before, and this is like now this, you got to know what your text replacement is. You got to use it enough to know what it is so that it comes right up immediately. So
and that's easy to have a little.
Yeah, it's so nice. All right, any other comments, questions, things you want to share about messaging?
Hey, I have a real quick one. And this, like, I don't know why I never thought about this, because I say some of the stupidest stuff on that voice memo. Like, I'll think I get between, I think I'm talking to text, or I can't remember which one I'm doing. Like today with Danielle, I texted her, literally texted her LOL. Like, what? Like, why couldn't I just laugh out loud? I had to put LOL, but it was a voice memo. So I get it, but somebody said today, and it was a brand new distributor, and she said, I'm going to write out what I'm going to say on that voice memo so I don't repeat myself and say stuff over and over, like, so I make sense. I was like, crap, why didn't I ever think about that? I'm always flying by the seat of my pants when I say stuff, and I say the most ridiculous things sometimes.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a great idea. If you want to use that voice memo, have it, typed out or written out and read it. Even if you practice it on a recording first. I mean, and then once you have it down, you can save that and you can forward that voice memo to other people if it's the same question.
I was just going to say that. That's exactly what I was going to say. So today, I know we're on the same page. I posted in one of my teacher groups today, and I just said, as a special ed and math teacher, I needed to find a side job to make some extra money, blah, 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 blah. I've got 3 spots open now if anybody is interested in making some money from their home/phone. Okay, that's what I said, and then I let it be. Interested. Guess what I did? I sent one voice message, and I made it very universal. Can you leave me alone? Go. I made it very universal. Hey girl, how are you? I wanted to shoot you some information of how you can, okay? Made it very universal. Get as much information as I can in 1 minute. And then I just forward that to every single person. As soon as someone said interested, forward. Someone said interested, go back to the last message, forward. Okay? So when you do that, you don't use a name. Make sure you're smart about it and make sure it is universal. Okay? All right. So are we ready to talk about Emerald charting? Okay, I'm going to make this short and sweet, even if you're like, I really want like a long in-depth. Guys, I promise you, every step of the way, as you're signing distributors and signing customers, like, you learn as you go. So I don't want you to be overwhelmed by this. I'm going to share my basic way that I tell anybody, and then a couple tips and tricks for that. So obviously first you're going to focus on going Emerald Executive and then Ruby. Okay, so Executive, 2 people. You've got, bless you, Emma. You've got 2 people on your team, and you're going to help them both get their 4 customers and to 400 GV. That's your first goal. Then you're kind of going to be like, all right, I need one of those people to go Executive. I want to go Ruby. So I need one of those people to go Executive. Who's my runner? And if you're like, honestly, I've got 2 people and neither one of them are running, then your butt needs to go find somebody that is running. Okay? So, and I don't mean to make it sound like that's easy. So recognize I'm just being very like blunt and whatever now. So, Emma? Grandma, I need you here. So for Ruby, you've got one person. I'm gonna probably have to.
Show.
right.
Steal the show.
Yeah, you take over just for a second. Let me get her set up. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so you want, I don't have my trusty paper like she did, right handy. I'm cleaning my office, sorry y'all. So if you want to get, so the next thing you want to do, you went executive. So now you want to help somebody else go executive. And like Danielle said, you know, you want to really run with your runners, walk with your walkers. And that's their choice. It's their business. It's how they want to run it. But, you know, you need to let them know that if you're ready to run, I'll run with you. I'll help you every step of the way. So you need to find somebody to help go, 2 people to help go Ruby. Oh, y'all got that? I mean, executive, I'm sorry. So it's really just a trickle down effect. I just call it a big umbrella. You're helping everybody, you know, underneath your umbrella. And nobody is gonna, you know, how am I gonna put this? Everybody is going to get the same amount of help that they want. Everybody's going to get the same help. It's what they do with it is what, you know, it makes the difference. So you can't want it for them. You can't do it for them. They have to want it and do it for themselves. You can give them the tools. But that's what you want to do to go executive. You want to get to the people that really want this and really want to work for it. And you're going to help them do the same thing you did. First, get your house shopping spree. Next, get your 2 distributors and go executive. Next, help them do the same thing and go to Ruby. And then the next thing you do is you're going to help those executives go to Ruby. And then you're going to be Emerald. And before you know it, you're going to be Diamond. And trust me, it can be done quickly. I promise. If you're working this business and getting it, you can do it. It's consistency, y'all.
Now, obviously everything Kat said, I'm going to do a little bit more detail. I do want to say, I'm going to preface this. How do I say this without, I don't want to sound like, every leader coaches differently. So the way I coach and the way I like give advice and whatever and tips and whatnot, I'm telling you right now, Megan Hazen might not do the same thing. Okay. Cami Dempsey might not have done the same thing when she was mine. Everyone's very different. So it is okay if you find out what works for you and how you want to do it. Okay. I will never be offended if you don't follow the things that I tell you to do. But here's the thing that I'm going to say. If you are somebody that you're like, you are killing it with customers, okay, and you've got a team under you a little bit, whatever, guys, here's the thing. Nothing's going to hurt to challenge those distributors underneath you, okay? It might light a little fire under their butt. So you have 24 hours after enrolling a customer. You have 24 hours to move that customer and or distributor, obviously. So get in your minds that if you're killing it with customers, start challenging people on your team. Guys, if you don't have a team, go push for a distributor and then start challenging them right away. The day that they sign, you go find a customer so that you can give it to them and challenge them to go get a customer. So I'm going to tell you.
And that's, you know, when she's saying challenge, you don't just hand it to them. They need to get that, you know, give them a time. You have to have it by this time. And the reason is because that's the only time I have to move it, you know, and then so you're not just giving it to them. You're giving them the real challenge. You get a customer, I'll give you one of mine. You're one step closer.
And here's the thing. When you challenge them to go do these things, it lights that fire under their butt to go maybe learn things a little bit faster than they would have before. Okay, just an idea. Not everyone's the same, but for me, you know, if I sign a distributor, there's going to be a couple people that I'm going to challenge. Okay, now you've got to figure out on your chart and what your chart looks like, who those people are going to be that you're going to challenge. Okay, maybe you don't always challenge your whole team. I don't know. Everyone's chart is different. Everyone's team is different, but I rarely am going to give someone a customer or whatever if they're not doing anything. They're going to work for it. They've got to prove themselves. They got to do something for it. So say you are, even if you haven't gone Ruby, you might be boxed for Ruby. Okay. So you've got 3 distributors on your front line and one of those people has 2 distributors under them. Okay. So now you're working on building towards Emerald. while you're also filling in those boxes, quote unquote. We always got yelled at when I first started for saying boxes, because these are people. Like, we always just say that. Well, for lack of a better term, you guys know what I'm talking about. We're talking about boxes in lives of people. So as you're working towards Emerald and you're still working on that volume and stuff like that, again, think about who your runners are. They always say, run with your runners, walk with your walkers. So I'm going to find the 2 people on my team that are running after this Emerald bonus right now. And you know what, you guys, if you've got 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, whatever on your team, and you don't have a runner, I'm telling you right now, you can sign somebody today or tomorrow, and they could be that runner. And I'm going to call out Alexis right now because she just signed up 2 days ago. And guys, she is boxed for Ruby. Like, she is killing it. And she's like, I've got goals. Like, she has no excuses. And the attitude, I didn't sign her, but I'm stalking her. But the attitude of like, I don't care if people don't want this. I'm going to go find someone that does. Like, it's just that attitude and that mindset that takes you so much further. So she's actually, I don't remember. She's even further than Ruby. And she signed up like 3 days ago. Like, it's crazy. So she's already got her shopping spree and like six distributors under her. Anyway, she's been blowing it up. So you can sign somebody tomorrow or tonight or whatever, and they could be that person that just takes off. And gosh, I signed a girl. I don't think she's on. Guys, she was the person that I'd never talked to her before from her mom's group. And she wanted something for her sister, a product for her sister. So she said, she's pregnant, so I'm going to have her talk to her doctor. I said, okay. And then I went, light bulb, why don't you join the business, make some money, and she can be your first distributor. She signed up as a distributor right then and there. She got her 4 customers in one day. I think she got 5 in one day. And then she's already signed like 2 distributors. So it's like, you can find somebody that wants this just as bad as you. You've just got to go out there and find them. And you can't stop. Like, you can't stop looking for these people. I know that it can be frustrating. I have had so many low months, so I totally get it. So maybe shifting things up a little bit, finding a different moms group, or finding a different this, or finding a different that, whatever it may be. Guys, Host to Post right now is working, so don't be afraid to offer that business to those people if you're really pushing for these distributors. So long story short, going Emerald, you've got to have 2 people who are running in this just as much as you are, because I'm telling you right now, if you're a signing machine, you cannot fill your entire Emerald chart by yourself. You need people to help you. That's what this is all about. That's what network marketing is all about, is working with people and you guys all working together. So you want 2 people that are able to sign people just like you are, okay? And you need 2 of them, and you need to help 2 of them go Ruby. Now, again, this is something that I've been taught, and it's always worked for me, but I'm not saying it's the right way. When going Emerald, I never worry about those 2 boxes on the front line. Do not worry about those boxes on the front line. Those will be the last 2 boxes that you fill. That's what's worked for me, okay? So worry about those 2 people that are on your team running for Ruby and help them. Go work hard with them. Give them tips. Talk to them on a daily basis. Ask them what they're doing. Ask them what's working. And if they say, you know what, nothing's working for me right now, ask them, well, have you done this? Have you done Host to Post? Because are you on the Zoom? Ask them if they were on this Zoom, if they're struggling. Because there's so many ways for you to stay plugged in, for you to learn, for whatever, okay? Ask them those questions. Be there to help support them and guide them and give them tips and whatever. Okay, so what questions? Now, I will say one more thing. Looking at your Emerald chart, do you see how the rubies are in red, the red box? And the executives are in green? Okay, those should be your runners. So I don't think it's a bad idea once you get your team like established and your boxes are, you know, you have an idea, whatever. Don't be afraid to have a group chat with all those people, because all those people, your 2 rubies and your 2 executives, those people are your runners. So they might want to run together. They might want somebody, your executive on one side, they might want to team up with your executive on the other side. For anybody that's been in this business for a while, you know how important sidelines are. So finding people in this business that are, you know, about at the same place in this business, you guys work through things together and you help each other. And if you have a hurdle, you know what? She's probably going to have the hurdle tomorrow. So we're going to work together and help each other through those struggles. So, okay. Questions about charting, questions about messaging, questions about anything else? What are you guys thinking? You guys good?
I can't remember exactly what it is, but I just reached out to you like a week or so ago, and you're like, okay, we're going to talk about messaging, but I don't remember what my specific question was now. Hold.
All right, I might stop the recording and then we can talk about it. I'm going to stop recording.